Hello, and welcome back to Spitballz, episode number 4. Today we have special guest Quinn the Casual.
Hello.
What's up, Quinn?
It's nice to be here.
Finally.
I thought it was gonna be nice to have you, but you showed up 40 minutes late.
No. Like an hour late.
At this point it is an hour
Do
late.
you want to give your reasoning to us, or?
Well, you see, I was feeling a little lightheaded today. Mostly this whole day. I was watching Bryce Mitchell fight Andre Philly, because I'm not a casual. And I was trying to study and make my Quinn certified
I
factual
was gonna
parlay.
say, he has a note open right now that says Quinn certified factual parlay.
So I was making my Quinn certified factual parlay, and I woke up at 3:33, and I was like, "Is that a 2:33?" It's not. It's 3:33. I was half an hour late, but
Half an hour late. But then you didn't leave.
I
Right away.
sped here. I even almost took the highway, man.
But you didn't, so.
Almost.
Alright, so first order of business, we have Kyler Murray with this whole contract thing. So basically,
Did you actually read the entire letter?
yeah, I did read the whole letter.
I'm ready to run down.
Yeah, so at the end of the season, Kyler, being the little bitch he is, was feeling a little insecure about his contract situation. So he and his agent sent a big ass contract to the Cardinals because it's after his third year, so they technically could extend him if they wanted to. Obviously, they have more pressing issues than re-signing a mediocre quarterback, but they could re-sign him if they want to.
Yeah, you're
Hater.
bias here.
So in the letter, the agent said that they sent a contract proposal that reflected a long-term commitment and was consistent with the QB market. I think it's pretty stupid on his part. Realistically, the only quarterbacks that get extended after 3 years on their rookie deal are
What level?
are the top tier quarterbacks like Mahomes, Allen, Herbert. And
Yeah, what
Lamar.
has he done to?
Exactly. In the list, the agent in the letter, the agent tries to list off all of his accomplishments, and it's rookie of the year and 2-time Pro Bowler,
2-time Pro Bowler. Wow.
RG3 won rookie of the year.
Anyone can.
It's
Pro
such a
Bowler.
huge risk for the Cardinals to be taking.
Anyone can be a
Mac
Pro
Jones is a
Bowler.
Pro Bowler. Evan Ingram is a Pro
Mac
Bowler.
Jones.
Yeah, they're all alternates. Kind of straight up me.
Okay, that's a fair point. I guess.
Twice.
Okay. The quarterbacks in the NFC are also
Has he-
significantly weak.
Has he won a playoff game?
He has not won a playoff game.
What has he done to?
His team had they started off massively undefeated, and then teams started figuring out their scheme. I don't think that's a Kyler Murray problem. I think wasn't he?
Kyler Murray is part of the scheme, but he was hurt.
He was hurt. I don't know. I feel he's not that level that there's so much that could happen between now and when his contract is actually up. Why would they
what quarterbacks have been extended? After
But you have to
30
understand-
months?
The only ones I can
Massive
think of, the only ones that I can think of are Mahomes, Allen, and Lamar. Mahomes
He's
and
not on that level.
Mahomes and Lamar both won MVPs, and Allen is obvious. He's gone to the AFC Championship and he's won playoff games.
I mean, I think he's better than I think he's a top 10 quarterback, but I don't think
Arguable.
I think he's borderline top 10.
Borderline.
I think
he
he
also-
through 12, but I still don't think he's that level where he deserves a contract right away.
Yeah, he's not up. If assuming they pick up his 5th-year option, he's not up for a contract for another 2 years.
Also, his whole antics is so weird.
Why
he
would they?
unfollowed everything, deleted all the posts with him affiliated with the Cardinals. Just be upfront about
To
it.
be fair, most superstars go all extra.
He's not a superstar.
I gotta say,
He's not Aaron Rodgers.
Bro,
Even people are complaining about Aaron Rodgers. He's not Aaron
He
Rodgers.
was the quarterback of a mostly undefeated team before.
Oh,
He
mostly
choked
undefeated
and
team.
didn't
Got
make the.
And then they lost the first round of playoffs.
Yeah, but
To the Super Bowl.
Wasn't he also
a Super Bowl?
Wasn't he also complaining about they blamed him for the loss or something like that?
Yeah, I don't remember anyone blaming him. I just don't.
What quarterback doesn't get blamed for a loss first?
The Cardinals.
But I think a lot of things.
At least by the fans, not by the organization.
His receivers weren't getting open as well, and Aaron Donald it was Von Miller who mugged him in the back of the end zone where he threw that pick six.
Yeah. Well, the Cardinals as a team just don't stack up to other teams as well, and I don't know what he wants. Does he want them to extend him and put all their attention on him, or because he says both that he wants job security.
Wasn't he also?
And he wants a better roster around him. You can't have.
I heard
everything.
a lot of things saying he was selfish during the season and stuff like that. He was only thinking about himself during games.
We also have to realize they're
He's just not a good teammate.
They're negotiating a contract. If I'm the Cardinals, I'm obviously going to
Sure.
put these bad stories out
That's
there. Also, would you re-sign him? Like,
Yeah, I would
No,
re-sign
yeah,
him, but I'd
definitely.
re-sign him
I'm just-
either.
I'm not giving him a massive contract before this.
I would
before
re-sign
before I
him
need to.
next year, or his contract, or I would re-sign him next offseason or the offseason after. Probably next offseason, just because he can't leave at that point. So, but like,
Because you also got to look at the recent history of the Cardinals. They had Kurt Warner,
No, they definitely
they
should
had
re-sign
Carson
him.
Palmer, and Josh Rosen. as their
no,
quarterback.
they should
Josh
re-sign
Allen.
him, but they have like
Better than Darnold.
they have more. Do they want to wait for 2 years to contend and be in contract debates with him, or do they want to focus on putting a team around him and then re-signing him when it's time to re-sign him?
If he's taking less money, then I feel like they should just get it done.
I don't think he is taking less money though. He wants a contract that's consistent with the quarterback market.
Yeah, but
I don't know what that
he's
means.
not. If he's thinking like the quarterback market, like he's just going to be the highest paid wide
Yeah, no.
quarterback. Like
You're
No,
not,
he's not.
like I don't. Is he expecting a Mahomes contract? Because he's not getting a Mahomes contract, or he might get a Mahomes contract, but he'd be ripping off his team.
Yeah.
Because
he'd be screwing his team, honestly.
yeah, I don't know. It's just basic NFL.
What did he ask for? How much money?
It doesn't give a number. It just says that they stated 2 goals. He wants to be your long-term QB, and he desperately wants to win the Super Bowl. If he really wanted to win the Super Bowl, this would not be the top of his priorities right now. I understand the wanting job security, but that also has to do with you and how well you play. You see how fast teams go through quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But that's also another thing, though. The Cardinals, they go through quarterbacks, and they haven't had a single good one until now.
That's not.
I mean, they had good years of Carson Palmer. They had good years of Kurt Warner. They had 0 good years of Josh Rosen. But you can't just keep tossing quarterbacks out the door because now no one's going.
He's got to understand, like, he has to prove himself. He's not just going to like be handed money and handed like the franchise.
Yeah, he's not.
He hasn't done enough to be that kind of like diva.
Yeah, he's not a certified franchise quarterback after 2 Pro Bowls.
I mean, I think he will be the franchise quarterback.
Yeah,
He should be, but he's not the one. He has not done enough to deserve it. He has to like.
Yeah.
We also have to look.
Well,
the Cardinals
they did have a number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
And then now they're in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Joe Burrow demanding things from the Bengals.
Okay, well,
You wouldn't give a
Well, Joe Burrow can't.
I
do
could
anything.
talk
Joe
about-
Burrow also brought him to the Super Bowl.
I could talk all day about how Joe Burrow is going to fall off this season, but it's all right.
That's facts. Cool.
We
He
talked
also-
about this last episode. We don't think the Bengals.
He also put out a letter in like a font of like the Constitution. It was just the smallest font and like the weirdest. Who's reading
He's
that?
addressing.
I read
Cardinals Nation. Yeah, he's addressing Cardinals Nation.
What like fan is
Cardinal
reading that?
Nation.
Cardinal Nation.
A dedicated one, such as myself, Sal. I read it. I read the whole thing. It was boring and stupid and pointless, but I read it. All right, that all we have to say on Kyler?
Yeah, he's kind of an asshole.
I agree, and I don't think he's good
He's
enough
also
to be
shorter than you.
that much of an asshole. Hell yeah. All right, UFC nerds. You want to talk about
Take it away.
UFC? Yeah, take it away.
So,
So you made a parlay, right? I also made a parlay.
really.
Oh shit.
That was
I
like-
feel like we should cover like the first, like the main card first.
Alright. Does they even have the main card?
Yeah,
Yeah,
UFC.
yeah, I got it. All right. So let's start off with the main event, obviously.
Oh, Quinn's taking
Colby Cats
control.
coming to Street Judas Masvidal.
Jorge Masvidal versus Colby Covington.
Facts.
A fight years in the making. All because of some coach drama and stuff.
I watched a documentary on it.
It's fire, right?
Yeah.
Big beef. Greg, I wonder who you think's gonna take this one.
Colby is gonna destroy him, man.
Can I ask what round, like how, what finish and stuff?
I don't think he's gonna finish him.
Really?
Or it'd be a really late
Yeah.
finish. But
See, Colby has pillow fists, woman hands. And I'm telling you right now, I don't see a world where he survives this encounter.
I agree.
God, bro.
I don't see.
Masvidal third round.
Bro.
Bro, Colby literally got dropped, and then he took Kamaru's best shot,
But
and he
Usman-
still didn't go out.
The CEO of EPO was also fatiguing heavily, like in that fight, and like
Bro.
he was landing jabs on him. He managed to tie it up like 2-2.
Who's the
Actually,
CEO?
Kamaru Usman.
They don't know the lingo. They don't know the lingo.
We're casuals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the big fight here now, well, not big fight, it's actually more of a snooze fest now. It's Fiziev pulls out, and in comes Hinata Moicano. Now,
Yeah.
to you guys there, who's Hinata Moicano? I just found out who he was 2 weeks ago. He
Trains at the same gym as Street Judas Masvidal.
he managed
And
to
me.
What you say?
And you?
And you?
I go with
Sounds got hands.
American top team.
Moicano just obliterated Alexander Hernandez, which I gotta give him respect for because I hate that man with a passion. If Alexander Hernandez sees this, we do not like you at this podcast.
Well, don't say we.
Yeah, you guys.
You were an hour late. You're not part of this podcast.
You're right. This special guest does not like you. But I think
special.
I think Greg, we could agree.
He's
that
special.
I mean, Moicano just submitted. Hernandez really grappled him. Not gonna grapple RDA. Khabib could barely really do anything with RDA on the ground. Just kind of laid on him. So I doubt that's gonna happen, especially over 5 rounds.
I think RDA's got the better hands too. I mean, sure he was getting pieced up by 5 days' notice Paul Felder, but he was going from fighting Islam to Paul Felder. It's a big difference. So I think he's gonna come out perfectly fine in this.
Yeah,
fight.
I'm gonna have to agree with Greg on this one.
Yeah.
I only did my research on the main event.
But now,
I did no research.
now real quick though, the best fighter in UFC history.
Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Kevin. no.
He's my guy.
He's not on his guard.
Kevin, I like to lay on my back on the ground.
Kevin
With
Trailblazer
men in
Holland,
my guard.
the greatest fighter in UFC. He's actually a big part of this parlay.
I thought Khabib was the GOAT.
Nah, it's Kevin Holland.
Didn't Khabib never lose
Is he
though?
not Sugar
It has
Sean
Kevin,
O'Malley?
Kevin Holland.
Sean got knocked out and submitted.
All I
his last
remember
fight.
was he rocked Brunson and Vittori, and then they just dove for his ankles and started playing Smelly Foot. So what I'm trying to say here is Kevin Holland's gonna dust Cowboy Oliveira. Cowboy Oliveira.
Well, yeah, I think it's terrible, but
it's like one of his last losses. He got jabbed, and his chin was so compromised from the jab, he was holding his chin like crying, and then got choked out but with one hand. So I'm not gonna get into the parlay, but that's a big part of it. Are you a Greg Hardy fan, Greg Rosali?
no. Is that the main card?
Yeah.
He's gonna get wrestled.
He's not the main card. That's such a casual statement.
So casual.
He's gonna get wrestled to death by Sergey Spivak.
I honestly, I feel like I
Beat Tai Tuivasa.
He
They
did.
laid on him.
And Tuivasa.
Wait, who beat Ty?
The guy who's fighting Greg Hardy.
Yeah, Sergey Spivak. Now
I fuck with Ty Tuivasa.
he also got KO'd by Tom Aspinall, and that's kind of.
Who? Sergey?
Yeah, apparently. I looked at the tapology. I was getting into it. Yeah,
Tapology.
yeah, it's the MMA.
I
Right?
use Sherdog, but
Yeah. Let me make sure it's like
It's
9.
a different fucking language. Well, while Quinn's looking, Masvidal's gonna win. I don't. That's all I got.
It is clear.
he
It's
literally
clear.
got
Because
KO'd.
Colby,
Alright.
Colby struggles
Who's he
with body
fighting?
shots.
How is Colby struggling
It
with
is.
body shots?
It's Colby
He-
Covington versus Jorge
Dude,
Jorge
he
Masvidal.
ate
I'm going
like
Masvidal.
40 in
But
the
I feel like
Okay.
I feel like we're talking.
It is to my understanding that Colby Covington and Jorge Masvidal have sparred each other trillions of times.
So they both know already who's basically gonna win.
They both know each other's moves. Masvidal is a more experienced fighter, and he has a stronger. He's more of a knockout puncher.
It's like so
if that
fast.
is, if that
He
is
is
correct.
more of a knockout guy, but you also have to.
So it only takes one shot to knock someone out.
I also
One
feel like
shot.
if we ignore,
Jorge's gonna finish it.
if we ignore the striking section of it for a bit.
Well, why would we
we
just
get-
ignore that?
Well, because let's just say Colby gets desperate right away, instantly
Yeah,
dives for
desperate,
the crotch,
yeah.
and like tries to take him down. I'm telling you, Jorge is seriously underrated takedown defense. Now, if you watch the first,
I think he can get laid on by Usman for 5 rounds.
okay,
Well, that man is like the best fighter
The
in the
dude, the nominates
world.
one of the best.
Didn't get
grapplers.
laid on by Damian
The dude-
Maia
the-
for 3 rounds.
Man, okay, but this is like, dude, there's a difference between a jiu-jitsu fighter and like a pure wrestler like Usman and Colby. And Usman was sure he was holding him up on the fence, but he also did that on Ultimate Fighter. Now he's cheating. I'm not saying. I'm just saying look into it. There might have been some cheating involved there. No, I'm telling you, I think Jorge is going to be perfectly fine. So. The prelim card isn't like nothing too special. James Malarkey's on there.
You didn't talk about Bryce Mitchell, bro.
Oh, yeah. All right. So Bryce Mitchell, the reason why I showed up late to this podcast, is
Oh yeah.
a piece of garbage he is because
How?
he put me to sleep, bro. So anyway,
So you were asleep.
I was asleep, but it was during watching Bryce Mitchell versus
At
Andre
least he was
Silva. Now,
studying.
I will say, so Bryce Mitchell is very tough because I remember watching the Philly fight. I'm a Mitchell fan, but I'm more of a Barbosa fan. We'll get into that. Mitchell was fighting Philly, and after dominating the first round, he was getting cracked on the feet in the Second, I looked at the stats. I don't know how they had the significant strikes that close. I remember Bryce Mitchell looking like a zombie in there walking around, but he still managed to get the fight. I think Barbosa's too big of a step up from him. He's too limited. Like, first of all, he's also been choked out before. I learned this. He got choked out in Ultimate Fighter.
Haven't you been choked out?
Just voted for Masvidal on an Instagram poll.
Exactly. He's proving his lines to.
I don't know why.
Some good stuff right there.
I don't know why Ultimate Fighter
Like,
fights don't count towards your pro record.
Yeah, me neither. So he's not even undefeated.
Tony would have 3 more wins on his record.
Yeah, man, because Coach Brock and all that. But what I'm trying to say here is I think Barbosa's going to take it. Barbosa, he went in there with Khabib. He didn't get finished. I'm pretty sure.
You see, he got finished.
You got finished?
Yes.
Oh, man, I'm a casual. Hold up. But he managed
I'm
to...
like 90% sure.
He managed to keep it on the feet the whole time. You could, like, edit in something there. Like, oh, man.
I'm not editing shit in.
Didn't get finished. Anyway.
He didn't get finished.
Yeah, he didn't.
He just got mauled.
Yeah. Bryce Mitchell is more of a submission guy. I don't see him taking down. He didn't have great takedowns against Andre Fili. Andre Fili is way bigger, but
Dude, wasn't that like 2 years ago?
I think this was last year. Bryce Mitchell.
I'm pretty sure this was Halloween.
Yeah, people.
No, the year before.
That was his last fight then. Because
Yeah.
people make fun of like Sugar for taking time off, for how he breaks his bones in his hands and stuff all the time.
Yeah, Sugar Sean O'Malley is the GOAT.
Exactly. He's better.
He's literally the best fighter of all time, period. There's no debating that.
There's no debating it. It's just straight up.
Period.
Boom Kelleher is on this fighting under Magomedov, but we already know how that's gonna go. He's fighting under Magomedov. So you want to get to your parlay, bro?
You got. I mean, you know what I mean.
I want to hear the Quinn certified factual parlay.
Right.
All caps.
So we only have 3 things on this parlay.
3 leg.
Yeah, 3 legs.
So if I bet $10, how much am I gonna win?
I need to crack up the math.
Let me
Say
say
this
this.
notes. It's not even on.
Like,
I got it right. So we got Kevin Holland, right? Anytime submission. He's gonna win by submission.
what are the odds on this? Like,
They're plus, obviously, because
plus what?
I don't know, but Kevin Holland.
I thought you were doing research this whole time.
Kevin Holland's a knockout dude, and I'm telling you right here.
But he was an hour late.
I looked at, bro. Listen. I looked at Cowboy Oliveira's Tapology. I looked at his history of losses. He's lost 1 time to punches. 1 time in his long career of being an old man. And what I'm
Being
telling
an old man.
Yeah. And his previous few losses have all been from submissions. And most recently, he got choked out with 1 hand by some random guy that I don't even know. So now you're going in there with Kevin Holland, who has nukes in his hands. Like, that man could bomb anyone in that.
I think this dude's in love with Kevin Holland.
Yeah.
He's the greatest fighter of all time.
If he's the greatest fighter of all time,
Sugar Sean O'Malley.
how have I never heard of him?
Okay, I haven't heard of him. I mean, are you a casual or something? Have you not?
Yes, I am a casual,
Yeah.
but even a casual would know who the greatest fighter of all time is, I feel like.
The people know Kevin Holland. So what I'm saying is he's going to get a sub here, and that's some good odds because he's mostly a stand-up striker. I'm telling you, he's going to knock down Oliveira. Oliveira's going to give up his back. He's going to jump on him with that elite jiu-jitsu that's won him many tournaments. He's going to choke him out. Anyway, we got Barbosa money line. Self-explanatory.
Won in many tournaments.
many jiu-jitsu.
Who is Barbosa fighting? And what's Barbosa's first name?
Bryce Mitchell, Edson Barbosa.
Edson Barbosa versus Bryce Mitchell.
Yeah.
Book it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Edson Barbosa's.
You bet on Quinn's certified, whatever, factual.
I'm telling you,
You're gonna win money.
You're
automatic.
Yeah.
It's free money.
You guys
free
should be thanking me. Like, I'm making you rich.
You're just giving the fans
Nick
free
Quinones
money.
made us rich. Break out the red advantage. You know what I'm saying? No, it's a good one. Right?
If you're in debt, this is how you get out of debt.
Yeah, this is like
your
this
college
is
tuition.
I put my house on it. I take out a student loan, put it on here, get the money from the thing, pay off the student loan, and I still have more money.
I heard it costs a lot to go to Rutgers as a science major.
Anyway,
And
what's the last leg of your parlay?
so a fight we did not cover on the prelim card. Yan is fighting Mariano Rivera, and I'm telling you,
Mariano Rivera.
Like the pitcher?
no,
Marina Rodriguez.
I can't
The
read.
GOAT closer.
So Rodriguez, I'm telling you, is going to obliterate this one. I watched.
So it's just money line?
Yeah, money line. I wouldn't say KO because I feel like.
I feel like these are too safe. Like, I'm not making any.
Oh really?
No,
You know?
It's a boring ass
You
parlay.
know, I got some.
Let's add one more leg on there.
There's no profit
People.
here.
If I had to.
From the main event, I want to hear your bet in the main
If I
event.
had to take I'd take the over on rounds. I wouldn't come in with a Jorge clean when
because he's not.
Because the judges are very corrupted.
Main event over on rounds.
They might give him something wrong, and plus Colby might have paid off whatever ref he had to avoid another Mark Goddard situation.
Mark not so good.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I think Rodriguez gets it done because the last fight, Jan Exoing had. She was getting elbowed.
That was by a wrestler.
Yeah.
This is not a wrestler.
Okay, but her only other win that was good is Claudia Gadelha. I think Gadelha might have retired. I do not.
She did.
Alright, can we wrap up this?
Well,
I want to hear Greg's parlay.
Parlay.
Only a casual want to wrap it up so far.
This is actually my certified parlay.
Sorry for
100%
Wait,
box.
is it factual or
Greg
is it
Rosati's certified
Factual.
factual UFC parlay.
So we got Sergey Spivak money line minus 215. Greg Hardy is terrible against wrestlers. He gasses out easy.
He needs an inhaler.
And the only way he could win is a lucky punch, but I don't see that happening. Then we got Bryce Mitchell. Edson Barbosa recently got knocked out brutally by Giga Chikadze. I think Bryce Mitchell is just gonna take him down and maul him.
You're completely wrong.
And then we got Colby. That's easy. Everyone knows Colby's gonna win. Everyone who's not a casual knows Colby's gonna win.
Greg's parlay's a bust. Don't take that parlay.
I'm not messing with it. It's
And
not.
then we got Jan Exoyan, the opposite of Quinn.
Really?
I think she's a very high level striker. So
I think
she is gonna. But Marina Rodriguez is also very good. So.
Oh, so you're chickening out.
That one's but I think it's gonna be. Plus, I mean, she's plus 2 down. The value there is impeccable. And then we got Jalen Turner. I don't know. He's minus 170. I think his nickname's the Spider or something.
Yeah, he's the Spider dude.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Yeah. Oh no, it can't be the Spider because that's Silva. What's it? It's something else.
So $10 5-leg parlay wins you $142.
See, there's profit in this.
Yeah,
Where's the profit in this?
Look, just because I don't have
I don't agree with it because Colby's a bum.
It's free.
I'm not sure if you remember, but I just consulted with the experts here at Spitballz. I got the table in front of me.
Oh, the experts?
Yeah, and I just added in the Sergey Spivak thing.
Yeah.
I'm taking him. I think he gets a finish too. So you put that, and I'm gonna think. I'll say submission. I think an arm triangle choke.
Oh, you're submissive?
Yeah. I'm not submissive. Greg Hardy's submissive, bro.
Quinn is so submissive,
Yeah.
bro.
So you could either go with Holland by submission, Barbosa money line, Rodriguez money line, and submission for Spivak, or you could do whatever Greg says, which is completely wrong.
We'll see. Quinn doesn't even have enough faith in his main event pick to put it in parlay.
That's a good point.
As good of a point as that is, I know how the judges in Vegas are.
Oh yeah.
You know what? Just from listening to you two, because I know nothing about what you're saying, the conviction Greg speaks to it is so much more than yours. So I'm gonna put all my money on Greg's parlay.
Every single penny in your bank account.
Look, get back to me.
It's free money.
Get back to me Saturday night, and you'll tell me how it goes. Actually, we'll probably see you.
Saturday night.
I'm actually very excited for Saturday night. Can't wait to see Colby coming to dead on the
Dead
mat.
on the canvas.
Yeah.
Bleeding out.
I actually hate that guy.
The headline after the fight, Colby seriously hurt.
Critical condition.
Might not make it.
I saw that clip.
That was cold.
Yeah.
But we all know George doesn't believe it. We all know he knows he's...
No, because I think Jorge still wants to be friends.
It's gonna be chaos in there.
Colby's a
bit
bit.
good for Colby. Chaos coming.
Yeah, stop touching the mic, please.
This mic
The
doesn't
one
work.
that
Totally
works.
working
The
mic.
one that works. So, you big Kanye fans here, guys?
Alright, yeah. Is that the segue?
That's the segue.
Okay. In keeping with the March Madness hype, I have devised a Kanye West album bracket that we're gonna be.
They can totally see that.
Wait, so if you made the bracket, you don't get a vote.
I just seeded them. I seeded them, and I didn't seed them based
So
on.
aren't you just gonna pick the higher seed?
No, I didn't seed them based on my personal opinion. I seeded it based on what I think the most popular ones are in order. So the one seed
What?
You're submissive?
I'm not submissive.
There's 12 albums because I included Kids See Ghosts and Watch the Throne. So the top 4 get a bye. So that's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, College Dropout, Life of Pablo, and Yeezus.
Bro gave Yeezus a bye.
I did. I think Yeezus has like a cult following of people.
It does.
Love
What about
that
Graduation?
fucking album.
It has a bunch of weirdos. WSE boys.
Graduation's the 5. Late registration is 6. 808's
Alright,
is
let's just get
7.
into it, man.
Kid See Ghost 8. Donda 9. Yay 10. Watch the Throne 11. Jesus is King 12.
Alright, start off.
We'll start off with Kid See Ghost versus Donda. I don't really know how the voting is gonna go. We're just gonna vote.
Well, I think this is a very clear one.
Yeah.
And a lot of people
Which
out
one?
there.
Kid See Ghost versus Donda.
Yeah, everyone out there. There's a lot of people who, oh my God, Kid Cudi saves my life. Like, there's a lot of people like that on there who are gonna crucify me for this tape. But I'm telling you,
You're gonna take Donda?
Donda is a certified classic. Kid See Ghost is not an enjoyable listen.
I don't know about certified classic, but I'm gonna take Donda too. I think Donda.
I'm gonna take Donda because I don't know anything else.
Donda just has more.
I like Kid See Ghost.
I like
like
Kid See Ghost too, but
Kid See Ghost is good.
I only listen to Reborn and Cudi Montage. On a
Oh, I
regular
know.
basis.
Actually, Reborn is a good song. I didn't know it was on there.
Yeah, Reborn.
I'm a Kanye casual.
What?
I like Reborn.
Do you want to put your vote when we have the time?
No, I'm gonna Donda stuff.
I think Donda has more
Yeah,
replayability, so I'm gonna go. With
I don't
Donda.
see Kid See Ghost having Off the Grid, Hurricane, Praise God in 3.
To be fair, I do think Reborn is better than any song. On
Reborn
Donda.
is good, but that's the only one I know.
But
Donda is mid.
nah, I think Donda's good. I don't think it's a certified classic. Like
Yeah, dude, it's not a certified classic. It's like
Certified classic.
people are out there like, man,
Certified.
Kid See Ghost is a classic. It has like 7 songs and like one of them's.
So they're all masterpieces.
I don't know if they're all
Bro,
masterpieces.
it's the first song Pusha T carries, and then Kanye comes and goes.
Is that Feel the Love?
Yeah.
I fucking Feel the Love. I like that song, but
You're gonna get copyright claim.
that was like.
Take that spitball.
Why do you want to like listen to parts of the album? So you,
Yeah,
like,
I have it up.
Have
I
it
don't know
up.
if I'm allowed to.
No, bro.
I guess you could. Like, what are you gonna play? Like,
just like
the rest of us have heard the album.
You know
Literally
Reborn,
right now.
but okay. Well, here we'll break it down for you. Which album do you think's better? The one that has Reborn,
Yeah, that's what you need to tell me.
Reborn and Fourth
No,
Dimension,
but yeah, I'm gonna pick
or the
Donda.
one? Yeah, exactly. The one
Okay.
off the grid, Hurricane, all that, Coming Alive.
Come.
Heaven and Hell. That's a
Okay, Heaven and Hell
That's a
is
slept on
ridiculous.
song.
I think
Alright.
Donda's take it.
All right. Next up, we got 5 seed Graduation versus 12 seed Jesus is King. I think I'm gonna have to go with the sleeper pick here.
No, I already
No,
said
okay, okay.
Bro, Jesus, no.
Graduation's one of my favorites.
Graduation,
That I
I'm
know.
telling you.
Yeah, Graduation.
I do like.
Go ahead, talk about the four in a
follow
row.
Donda.
What?
Talk about the 4 songs in a row.
Oh yeah,
See,
bro.
you taught me this.
Yeah, it's a. Are you telling me an album? It's the best track running, I think,
It's
in
not.
Kanye's discography.
I heard you
No,
said
no,
that. I
no.
actually took pictures
No,
of a
when
bunch
they-
of track runs that are
Yeah.
better.
When they do it on, when they do it at the end of,
Yeah.
at the end of Dark Twisted Fantasy, that end part is so good.
That you like the ending?
Yeah.
Oh, I like the beginning of Dark
Yeah, I
Twisted
think the
Fantasy.
I mean, the
beginning-
beginning.
the
too,
beginning.
like-
It goes
I think-
Dark
It
Fantasy
goes
into
like,
Gorgeous
who's
into All of the Lights.
Who's fucking
You like that? I like Lost in the World. That's
I also
But yeah.
College Dropout has a 4-track run that's better.
back to Graduation. Jesus King, like Jesus King. I started dabbling in because like I'm a very Christian man. No,
Dabbling?
but no, I started listening to it. The water, like I have not fully listened to it, so I'm obviously not supposed to have an opinion. But just off like the 5 seconds I hear of it, every time it's like in my listening, I skip it. It just seems awful to me. Now,
Sequin is bumping
Yeah.
at 7 a.m. in the parking lot of school.
to closed on Sunday. No, yeah,
There's
I'm
like
just-
2 good songs.
in my car,
Yeah,
listening
no.
to Graduation. Good morning. I'm telling you. Can't tell me nothing.
No, Graduation's definitely the winner
We
here.
didn't even mention Flashing Lights.
2 words, Through the Wire, Family Business, and Last Call is a better 4-track run though.
I don't know about that, but who's up next?
Next up, we got Late Registration and Watch the Throne. I was actually listening to Late Registration
Ooh.
today. I'm taking Late Registration easily.
Part of me wants to say something like different.
Oh, Watch the Throne has the.
Watch the Throne
Paris
has
song.
Strictly
Yeah,
Fellas
yeah.
in Paris.
No, the
Yeah, I
Part-
can't.
Fellas and
Watch the
Paris.
Throne is violently forgettable.
I don't know.
I don't think I can name
I'm
another song.
gonna sound
that's
like a
not-
hip hop.
That's not in
I'm gonna
Paris.
sound like a hip hop casual, but honestly, I do like Watch the Throne. Nah, I can't say that.
Dude, come on. Late Registration has Hey Mama,
Yeah, I think I gotta.
Roses, Diamonds from
Gold
Sierra
Digger.
Leone, Gold Digger,
It's a
just for
hard
Gold
one.
Weed Major,
But I
Touch
feel
the
like-
Sky.
Well, the
Come
song-
on,
well,
it's
the
way
so-
better.
Well, the songs on
Just
Watch
for
the
Gold
Throne
Digger?
aren't known. Well, the songs on Watch the Throne
That's
get
such a casual thing to say.
the songs on Watch the Throne get overshadowed by the rest of Kanye's discography. I'm telling you that.
Discography.
Yeah, I gotta bust out the big words. I'm telling you right now. Like, there's a lot of good songs in there. It's like Murder to Excellence. You have Who Gonna Stop Me?
I'm gonna be completely honest.
No one's gonna stop me.
I rarely listen to Watch the Throne.
Really?
To be fair, but
Actually,
partially because I don't like it as much.
ignore everything I just said. I just remembered that New Day is on the album, so I gotta go with Late Registration.
Yeah, Late Registration is.
Do not listen to
Greg,
New
do
Day.
you agree? Okay. Late Registration.
I'm like,
What was verbally submissive?
All right, next up, final matchup of the first round. We got 808s and Heartbreak versus Ye.
I'm gonna let you guys go first, and I'm gonna see what you guys say.
Okay,
808s.
you take 808s. I'm gonna take Ye.
Really?
I'm gonna take Ye.
All right.
808s, while it gets praised for its
Heartless is on 808s.
what?
Heartless is on 808s. So
808s
it's gotta be 808s.
frequently gets praised for its influence on the rest of hip hop, and while that is important, I think pure enjoyment from listening to both albums.
You don't enjoy it?
I do enjoy 808s. I don't skip a single song on Ye ever.
Well, it's also
Well, that's
because
because
there's
there's
like 8
7
songs.
songs.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I will say.
But there's
But
7
you
good
say the
songs.
same thing about like
I'm a.
Kids.
I skip songs in Kids See Ghost, so I don't skip
I
I
songs
don't
on
skip
Ye.
songs. So you're telling me you'd prefer?
Ye over Kids See Ghost?
Really? Now
Yeah.
that's a hot take.
Yeah.
That
Come
should
on.
be Spitball right
Dude.
Spitball.
there. No, so anyway, my vote here.
Ye has two classic songs.
Classic.
Heartless.
Are you telling me classic?
Classic
Like
songs.
if he performed it live, everyone would know the words. That's what you're saying.
I would not know the words.
Yes, not many people.
You know
I know the words to
Ghost
Heart.
Town?
I know the
Maybe-
words to
Dude,
Heartless.
like Ghost Town, like it's not even known because of like Kanye.
Well,
I know. I mean, it is Kanye's song.
I do like his verse though. I like his verse.
Bro, if you like Ghost Town right into Violent Crimes, that's a
Yeah,
masterpiece.
but you also.
Plus, I thought about killing you. Yikes! All mine wouldn't leave, and no mistakes are all bad.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
So-
I'm gonna go with 808s here. So 808s is the
Yes,
winner.
sir.
But
Ye is slept.
I gotta say, I think 808s could make a run.
This kid
If-
just tried to fist bump.
No, I don't know. But what I'm trying to say here is 808s has RoboCop and Paranoid right after. That's like
RoboCop is
I
love
love
RoboCop.
Yeah, but like Paranoid.
I don't love
bang.
Paranoid as much as the average Kanye is.
Paranoid.
But I don't
And
believe.
Bad News. Bad News is really good. I like that song a lot. Anyway.
I think Ye is more enjoyable, but clearly you know.
Well, you're clearly wrong, Sam.
You're clearly wrong. I've listened to fucking Ghost Town one time. And I know Heartless.
You know Heartless.
The drums in Love Lockdown are cool.
What?
He doesn't know Love
Doesn't
Lockdown.
even-
Yeah, Love Lockdown's a banger. I forgot.
Love Lockdown's a good song. All right. First matchup of the Elite Eight. We have 1 seed, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy versus Donda. Is there a competition here?
My Beautiful
I think
Dark
there is
Twisted
a
Fantasy.
competition here. I think
I
there's a
don't.
competition.
How?
here.
There's not.
How?
I'm telling you.
How, Sway?
I would-
Runaway, All of the Lights, Power, Monster.
Sure, when you
classics.
when you list all these,
I actually don't like
But
Monster.
I think
that's
there's
bad
some
song.
Monster's
Monster-
the worst one.
Yeah.
Just because it has Nicki Minaj.
No, Nicki
Nobody
Minaj
wants
goes
Nicki
off. But
Minaj.
Monster and So
Nicki's
Paul are
good.
skips.
I do like
nah,
So
So
Paul.
Paul,
I
So
try
Paul.
like, every once in a while, it pops in my head. I'll listen
Yeah,
to
but
it,
those
and I
are
just skip
songs
it
I
anyway.
know.
No, I'm telling you.
Actually,
Lost in the World is a fucking
I
classic.
know more
though.
songs than Donda. I just don't
Frank's
like
Lost.
Yeah, I think
Lost and Gorgeous might be.
The like second,
Gorgeous
the
is, like,
second
up
half
there.
of like Blame Game where it's like Chris Rock or whatever.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Gorgeous is up there for my favorite Kanye songs.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. In one sitting, I've never finished My Beautiful Dark. I've listened to every song, but I've never in one sitting finished the whole
Do you
album.
really like Donda more than My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy?
Look, I will say I finished Donda.
The sequel, it only takes
But-
1 hour and 15 minutes to finish My Beautiful Dark Twisted
Yeah, Donda's too long. Donda's like 2
Donda
hours.
is very long, but I really do like
There's a lot of songs in Donda that just don't need to be
Put me to
there.
sleep.
Hurricane is great. Keep My
Like,
Spirit
listening
Alive.
to Moon is actually a better
Plus the
song.
album.
I think, but I will say,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to Dark Twisted Fantasy just because I feel like maybe it might. This is sound like a really minor thing. If they uncensored Donda, I think that'd be up there.
I agree.
I feel like-
Donda would be better
I think-
uncensored. I still don't think it.
like okay, like as it hits a bit because like he's like, oh yeah, Kanye's calling out the other rappers, but it's just silence like at many points. 'Cause he's
I
just,
don't-
like saying like.
Uncensoring Donda would make it better than Dark Twisted Fantasy.
I think it would have made 5
Yeah,
years
there's,
verse
like, no
better
curse
if it made
words in
Off the
Donda.
Grid better.
Yeah, you didn't know
I
that?
didn't realize that.
What?
You didn't realize
No
there was
curses
no
in
Yeah,
Race.
he censored it. He censored Playboy Cardi, which is crazy.
Playboy Cardi censors himself, and you can't understand a word that man says.
You hate mumble rap, bro?
No, I hate Playboy Cardi.
Yeah, continue.
Frank listens to mumble rap.
Alright, next up we have Yeezus versus Graduation.
Alright. I want to hear what Rizali says here. This is where it gets hard, honestly.
Graduation, just because I have like a poster in my room.
Yeah.
Graduation.
As my casual opinion, I'm going Graduation.
But I mean,
Yeezus is like the most casual, unfriendly album.
Down two,
Yeah.
Down
one
two
has,
is good.
Yeah, that one has Black Skinhead too.
Blood on the Leaves.
Graduation's just better.
I am a god.
Honestly, hold on, this might be a hot take. I think I'm gonna have to go Yeezus here.
Oh,
can
shit.
I
You're
explain
going
why
to
real
decide.
quick? Because I'm just thinking about it right now, and more times in my life I've sat down and fully listened to Yeezus
It's
on
also
Graduation.
short.
I really like a lot of the songs on Graduation. I think those highs are higher, but if you're listening to both albums full,
Graduation does have the worst Kanye song of all time.
what?
Drunken Hot
Are you
Girls.
kidding me, dude? No, are you
kidding me,
dude? I see all the time online how much hate this song gets.
It's fucking
It is
terrible.
a banger. Driving around town looking for like that's like
Dude, or what?
bro. Hey, that's not what I'm into, but I'm just saying that's a banger.
That's not what I'm
Graduation does have my favorite Kanye song.
What? Yeah.
Flashing Lights.
But I have to go with Yeezus just because if you listen to both albums sitting down, I feel like there's a better payoff with Bound 2 at the ending, and like the whole.
It's all about the payoff.
The story finishes at Bound 2. It's great. You get to Graduation. Homecoming would be a great ending, but instead we have to hear him rant about Jay-Z and how much he hates the man. Oh, mostly hates the man because like I'm Big Brother, so I gotta go with Yeezus. So you have to decide and vote here for
The
me.
boss.
It's all you know.
What does my
I'm
vote
just
not
saying.
count?
Do you?
No.
Your vote counts for less.
Nobody really cares. So.
I think if you could, you have to bring evidence to back up your vote. So you could.
I like graduation, stronger, Wonder, Good Life, Can't Tell Me Nothing, Flashing Lights.
Have you ever
Like,
listened to Yeezus?
I know all those
But have you
songs.
listened to Yeezus?
I listen to like Bound 2 is good. That's
Yeah.
the only one that I actually like.
Yeezus, when Kanye made Yeezus, he took the biggest risk he could have possibly taken making music,
Ooh, so you're taking it out of him.
and he made a classic album.
Wait, why was it a risk?
I wouldn't say.
Have you ever actually listened to Yeezus?
No.
It's the most
Okay.
it's the most experimental,
you go from-
weird rap to ever exist.
The album before this is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That sounds really high budget and like all that. And then you get to Yeezus, and the first thing is. Like,
Yes. Speaking of
with a fish stick.
Speaking of the sirens, I know I said Drunken Hot Girls is one of Kanye's worst songs. I also think On Site is one of Kanye's worst songs.
I could agree with that. I know a lot of people on there love it because like don't judge him, Joe Brown, but like I honestly hate that. Like every time I start.
I've been listening. When I first got into Kanye, I think this happens to everyone. Graduation was my favorite album.
Okay.
It's mine. It's one
Because
of mine.
Graduation is the casual's favorite album.
It is, yeah.
No, wait, hold on. Let me take my. Can I take my vote back?
Yeah.
Is it too late to?
No,
We didn't advance
It's
it.
not too late.
You say who you're gonna vote for. I'm trying to. I gotta think again.
I'm talking it through. I don't know who I'm going to vote for.
So right now it's 1.5
It
to
sounded, it
0.
sounded like you knew. You were
I have no idea who I'm going to vote for. The middle of Yeezus is like almost unmatched. Let me look at the fuck. It's like,
I do love I'm in it. I know. Yeah, I'm back to Yeezus.
Yeah.
'Cause just when I was about to say like, man, Graduation's a classic. Like Graduation has.
they're both classics.
Yeah, I wouldn't
but
say Yeezus is a classic. I think Yeezus has less support from like the general public.
you know how we were talking about 4-track runs? You know we were talking
Yeah.
about 4-track runs? New Slaves to Hold My Liquor to I'm In It to Blood on the Leaves might be Kanye's best.
I think you could you could skip past Hold My Liquor and just go I'm in it, Blood on the Leaves, Guilt Trip, and Send It Up.
I don't like
that's-
Send It Up.
Send It Up's
I don't
great.
like Send It Up.
Blood on the Leaves, I think is too good, and also I'm in it. It's just like a guilty pleasure. So
Graduation has too many hits. I'm going Graduation.
Yes, sir.
Ooh. And who'd you go with, Greg?
Graduation.
Homecoming,
Really? So Graduate's gonna take.
Homecoming, in my personal opinion, is top 2 Kanye. I'm going with Graduation.
Really?
Yeah,
I
I love that
his
song.
whole
I
discography.
fucking love that
What's
song.
what's number one?
We're about to get to number 1. It's on College Dropout. It's Family Business. It's the best song he ever
You
made.
good?
What?
You good? It's
I mean, this one really isn't the big.
College Dropout versus Late Registration. I'm taking College Dropout.
I'm taking late registration.
Of course you're taking Late
Are
Registration.
you
College Dropout is every single song. When College Dropout is the definition of no skips.
You can literally skip from.
Okay.
Hold up.
Gold Diggers on late registration.
That's it. But you don't know All Falls Down?
All Falls
I do
Down.
All Falls Down.
Through the Wire is the most creative song to ever exist.
I really do like the highs. The highs of the college. Some white guy looks like I'm getting really into this. The highs of the College Dropout are really good. 'Cause you got like.
What are the lows?
The lows, in my opinion, I'm thinking.
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm gonna get so much hate here, but I really don't like Never Let Me Down. I don't like that one too
Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't like that one too much. I really
breathe in, breathe out.
breathe in, breathe out is like I don't.
That's probably my least favorite
That's a
song on the
low.
album.
That's a.
Dude, it's my. I don't skip any song on this album, but if I had to skip one song, it'd probably be
You don't
Breathe
skip
Out.
School Spirit. People love School Spirit.
The new workout plan, like.
Dude, I hate.
I skipped the end of the new workout plan, but the actual song part of the new workout plan is fucking hilarious.
The new workout plan's great, but I don't like School Spirit, and I do not like.
I barely consider School Spirit a song.
I can't
to
start.
be fair.
I can't start with Breathe In and Breathe Out. I like Breathe In.
No, Breathe In and Breathe Out's
sometimes,
good.
but-
It's just. It's the worst on the
But
album.
now you're going to late registration. You start off. There's the classic. Wake up, Mr. West. Wake up, Mr. It transitions right into.
Oh, and the skits on the College Dropout are unmatched. They're so funny.
Bro, I heard him say so much better. But you're telling me an album of Touch the Sky, Gold Digger, right? But then
You want to go hit for hit?
bro,
Through the Wire, All Falls Down, Family.
You wanna go hit for hit?
We could go hit for hit all day. We got Diamonds from Sierra Leone. Hey Mama. Oh, we got We Major. We have
Jesus Walks.
Yeah. Look. Some of
Slow Jams.
some of these
Come
are
on.
some of these are his biggest songs, but I feel like if you look at it from just straight up perspective, I think late.
Oh, just from straight up perspective.
Because you could go, oh yeah, this album has more hits, that's why I go with it, like you guys just did with Graduation, just killed my boy Yeezus. But what I'm saying here is, if you just listen to the album, I'm telling you, I really like Late Registration. Like Crack Music's great.
Rap music.
Crack Music's one of the worst songs on the album.
You guys don't like Crack Music?
I don't know that I'd say I don't like it. I
I'm
like
sorry,
pretty
what
much
are
every
the votes
Kanye
right
song.
now?
What?
What are the votes right now?
I'm going with Late Reg.
I'm going with College Dropout.
College.
Oh my
College Dropout.
God, bro. Someone agree with me, man.
I picked Late Registration over Watch the Throne.
I'm fighting for it.
Didn't you take Watch the Throne over Late Registration?
No,
fucking idiot.
I didn't.
I think you did.
Oh no, I was considering doing it. No, remember I said New Day was on the album. I don't like New Day. I had to throw out the whole album.
So you're close.
I was close.
Close.
But that's because
This man compared Watch the Throne to Late Registration and then wanted to put it over to the College
that's because
Dropout.
I really do
fucking-
like.
that's blasphemy.
I really like Murder to Excellence. I really like That's My Bitch. I like that song too. Hopefully we don't get demonetized. Okay, this next one is an easy dub for me.
Life of Pablo versus 808s?
Yeah.
808s.
Left of Pablo.
I think Life of Pablo is overrated.
I feel so.
Speaking of skips, Life of Pablo has plenty.
No, I listen to 808s more than The Life of Pablo. But that's also because one, it's shorter, and it's
Life of Pablo sounds unfinished to me.
Maybe you're listening to the wrong version. He fixed wolves. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
you go.
Waves, Real Friends.
Yeah,
FML,
30 hours.
No more parties in LA.
Yeah, Facts. Facts is
Father
like.
Stretch My Hands.
Yeah, Father Stretching. Good sound. Nice.
Silver
Famous.
Surfer
Famous.
intermission.
I like Famous.
Dude, even the inner. I honestly, here's a hot take. The skits on The Life of Pablo are much better than the ones on the
I'll say
College
College
Dropout.
Dropout.
Are you?
Alright, but like,
What about part 2?
feedback, lowlights,
Feedback's
highlights.
Feedback is bad, but highlights and lowlights are a great transition. I like that. To my baby, I'm back in town. That's great.
Alright,
And I also think St. Pablo is overrated.
I think it's like.
Alright, but you guys are going Life of Pablo?
Yeah.
Alright.
I like 808s. I like Pinocchio's story. I like that. I feel so bad for 808s. That
I think
they
808s is
killed this
better.
fast. I think they should have made it further.
I think Ye is better than both, and Ye got killed in the first round, but
Wait, you're telling me you'd rather listen to Ye?
then Life of Pablo?
Is that what you're saying?
Probably.
Wow.
When I put Ye on, I don't have to take my phone out of my pocket.
Yeah, but like, so you're telling me you like listening to him? No
Bro, where do you like
mistakes.
listen to music?
The car on
I don't know. He said in
Xbox.
his pocket. Like where are you
I'm
going
like,
out
I'm like
listening
doing
to music?
homework.
Yeah.
Like,
When was the last time you did homework?
that's a
Yeah.
good point.
All right.
Anyway, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy versus Graduation. This is a tough one.
This is a slam dunk graduation straight up.
Wait. Did you not vote against Graduation?
Did you
before?
say?
Look, I like Yeezus more than Grad, but I like Grad more than My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. If I had to do a tier list, I could do that right now on the fly. Actually, no, I can't. Don't do that.
Do it.
Who are you talking to?
What?
People. What?
Did you?
What?
You said it was a slam dunk. Graduation.
Here's why.
One of the most highly revered albums to ever exist.
It's revered, but you have to get into how much did Kanye.
This man got drunk at the VMAs, embarrassed himself in front of the entire fucking world, went to Hawaii, and came back and shat out a masterpiece.
Look, Runaway. You got.
Runaway is
There's
so
a
good.
bunch of
Runaway
bangers
is
on
so
that
good.
thing. I'm telling you right now, just like the songs that aren't hits on it, like Blame Game. Like,
Blame Game's a banger.
Blame Game is a banger.
look, maybe you guys like that, and like there's like So Appalling stuff. I'm telling you.
Also, Kanye got every artist like
John Legend's verse.
in the
But that's
planet
another thing.
on the planet besides Taylor Swift on his album.
It's also heavily
Taylor Swift should've been on
heavily
top.
carried by
Yeah.
features. I think you go into
Not
Graduation,
really.
it's mostly Kanye. Besides,
It's not carried by features, it just has features
Yeah,
because that's who
Can't-
Kanye
Can't
is.
tell me nothing. All Kanye. Stronger. All Kanye. Flashing Lights. All Kanye. I love Kanye.
Alright, well like Power,
Right.
all Kanye, all the lights, okay, that was a feature, never mind. Dark Fantasy, all Kanye, Devil in a New Dress, Kanye and Rick Ross.
Hell of a
But it was like two
A lot of people will
Runaway, Kanye and Pusha
A
T.
lot of people will say "Devil in a New Dress" is their favorite song.
Wait,
I get
if
that.
you guys-
I think I
If
don't
you guys
know.
both vote for Dark Twisted Fantasy and you vote for...
well, they haven't voted yet.
Yeah,
I vote-
Yeah, we have. I think it's close, but I think My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is better.
Really?
Yeah.
So graduate. Man, one day people will agree.
Run
All
away
right, this
from
one.
the
This one's
days
gonna
People
make.
will let us know, Quinn.
This one's gonna
Run
make or
away.
break a friendship.
This one's gonna make
What
big friendship.
Oh, we're not friends.
You showed up an hour late to our podcast.
Anyway, ignore that. It's not good.
I'll start with this one. The College Dropout, like I said before,
Wait, what's the...
it's College Dropout versus Life of Pablo. College Dropout,
Alright, I know mine.
like I said before,
You're voting.
has
Pablo.
0 skips. It has Kanye's best song of all time, Family Business. It has arguably Kanye's best intro of all time, We Don't Care. It has a bunch of Kanye's classics, All Falls Down, Jesus Walks, Slow Jams, Through the Wire, which, Sal, I'm going to explain something to you. Do you know, have you ever heard Through the Wire?
Probably not. I mean, if you play it, I mean, fair enough.
This man, Kanye West, got into a almost fatal car accident, went to the hospital, sampled Shaka Khan's song Through the Fire, and spit an entire song with his mouth wired shut and created a classic.
So it's like recorded with his mouth wired shut.
Well, he's like, well, it's recorded. He's like, "Rah, rah, rah," and then he re-recorded it and like put the same lisp on, but like he wasn't wired shut then.
Life of Pablo doesn't even compete.
All right, Greg, don't speak it because I assume you're gonna kill me. But the Life of Pablo here is clearly better than the College Dropout. Are you telling me that you wouldn't listen to Father Stretch My Hands Part 1, Part 2, Famous? That's like a great 3-track run right there. And then you have Feedback. Feedback's a bit bad, but then you get
a
to...
bit bad.
We Don't Care, All Falls Down, Spaceship, Jesus Walks.
Okay, yeah, that's great. But then you get to the middle end part of the album where you're at...
Never Let Me Down, Get 'Em High, New Workout Plan,
Yeah,
Slow Jams.
No, you get in... I don't like slow jams that much. I understand slow jams is supposed to be... I don't think slow jams...
And then 2 words Through the Wire, Family Business,
But
and Last Call.
yeah, that's great. But then you get into School Spirit. You get into Breathe in, Breathe out.
That song,
If you're iced up.
If you're
you have to remember also, this album was made in 2004, and it still has bangers to this day.
Yeah, it still is, but I
It's
think
a timeless classic.
yeah, it has bangers, but doesn't have anything better than the Life of Pablo. You got Father Stretch My Hands Part 2 Famous.
does.
You have Highlights. You have
You want to tell me these songs are better than some of the greatest
Freestyle.
songs in hip hop history?
Freestyle 4 is great, bro. You got Waves on
This
there.
is the most.
Everyone likes Sal. I'm appealing to the
Waves is like
category.
a top 3.
Yes. I'm not saying Life of Pablo doesn't have great songs,
Waves
but
is on.
every single song on
Dude,
College Dropout is great.
30 hours of just great vibes.
This is-
when you listen to 30
This is the
hours.
most
You could listen to
idiotic thing I've ever heard anyone
Saint
say.
Pablo. Does the College Dropout have like one of his best songs of all time? Saint Pablo.
College Dropout has arguably 5 of his 10 best songs ever.
Yeah, it's great, but I think St. Pablo's a
You
lot.
disagree with me.
It does have good songs, but St. Pablo, I think, is a lot of people top one. My wife said I can't say no to nobody at this rate. We're going both die broke. Like that's great. It doesn't have facts. The Charlie Heat version.
That song is overrated.
That song
as fuck.
is bro. That song is so.
It's not even overrated as fuck. It's just irrelevant
Bro,
and not as good.
I'm telling you, it's the life of Pablo. Greg, finish it. Bring us home.
Greg, just finish it.
From the way that I feel after listening to both albums, it's gotta be Pablo.
Let's go!
You guys,
Let's go!
The college dropout, I just feel so weird. Like,
Yeah, you get.
stupidest fucking. That's the stupidest fucking congregation of people I've ever met.
It's a bit.
Oh, you have to be fucking
Like
kidding me.
Slow Jams is one of the biggest hits on
It's a bit outdated. It was made in 2004.
Okay,
that's a reason that it's
yeah,
not.
there's some albums that are time like Graduation. You'd think it was made like. 2012.
Graduation sounds like 2008 hip hop.
Graduation was fire.
Yeah, Graduation still a whole.
You don't get an opinion.
I get it.
I think
It's not valid.
Sal's valid. And right here, wait, why'd you put
Alright,
the college dropout?
Because this should be
Yeah,
there.
it shouldn't be there.
You just have to change it.
I'm telling
Is
you.
it the finals?
Yeah, it is the
The
final.
finals.
This is so lame, this finals.
This is
College
the-
Dropout versus My Beautiful Dark Twisted
I'm telling
Fantasy
you right
is so much
now,
better.
I'm going to go down fighting. The life of Pablo. I'm not a My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy hater. I swear to
Bro,
you.
how are these my two favorite albums? None of the
I
Graduation.
swear. I don't remember if I took down the.
Frank, who would you take if it was Twisted Fantasy and College Dropout?
College Dropout.
Really?
College Dropout is easily his best album. It's arguably the best album ever made.
Yeah, except it's actually third or fourth according to our bracket.
Yeah. I think you've been overruled.
College Dropout is
Yeah,
arguably the best album ever made.
So what is it? Graduation versus Pablo?
No,
No.
fucking idiot.
It's my Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. This one's Pablo.
This one isn't even close. My
I
Beautiful
think-
Twisted Fantasy wipes.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is a lot of hits, but once again, if you're sitting there and you're listening to the album straight through, like I feel like My Beautiful Dark
Straight
Twisted.
through.
My mom likes My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah,
That's how you know.
congratulations.
because there's like a lot of hits and stuff on there, and a lot of it sounds like arena music. A lot of you hear
It
it,
does.
at a lot of
Power-
sports games.
Power and All the
Power
Lights
and
are
Lights.
arguably the ultimate pump-up song.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
But it's not all arena
But
music.
if
You're
you-
telling me Blame Game is arena music?
No, but I'm telling you right now, if you listen to one,
Runaway is not arena
you go,
music.
you go.
Gorgeous isn't arena
If you're
music.
listening to both albums straight
Barely
through,
any of it is
I'm
arena.
telling you,
There's two songs. that's
the
arena
Life
music.
of Pablo has such a better beginning, middle, and end than My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Life of Pablo
Dark
isn't
Twi-
even top 5.
Dark Twisted Fantasy gets a little rocky at the end, though I do love Hell of a Life. That song's great, but
What is your favorite song in My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy?
probably it's gotta be All the Lights. Well,
Okay.
what would you say?
Because if you're gonna say,
Runaway?
what'd you just say? So appalled,
No, I hate Soul.
monster. What'd you just fucking say? I'm on
What
pause.
did I just say?
I don't know. Did you say Hell of a Life? If
Yeah.
you were gonna say Hell of a Life was your favorite
No.
song on the album, I was about to smack you.
I mean, that song's great, but what I'm saying here is the beginning, the middle, and the end of the Life of Pablo all have great. Maybe there's like one skip in there, and that's feedback, but that's besides it. I could skip So Appalled and not lose sleep over it.
Well, that's the thing. I would skip Monster and So Appalled,
Really, Monster?
but I would skip so many songs on Life of Pablo.
But anyway, I'm telling you,
I would skip
so
no
many.
songs on the College
You're
Dropout.
telling me you skip 30 hours, even
No,
the,
I didn't say I'd skip 30 hours.
Yeah. So what would you skip on there? You skip feedback, I assume, and then
Oh,
what?
fuck, I was already on Spotify. Shit.
I'm going the Dark Twisted Fantasy.
I would skip Part 2. I'd skip feedback. I'd skip
skipping
lowlights.
Part
I'd
2?
skip highlights.
How do you skip part 2?
Wait, so we have a winner.
Yeah, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is the winner, obviously. Like Pablo's fucking garbage.
This is the fakest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I mean, I would probably pick Life of Pablo, but like, I'm also not getting an opinion.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sal,
For the second week in a row, the winner is robbed by some bullshit.
Bro, McDonald's is clearly
You made
the best
the bracket.
fast food. Yeah, you made the bracket.
I would have.
Chipotle was robbed last week. College
McDonald's
Dropout
is
was
horrible.
robbed
Are you
this
telling
week.
me ever?
It's fucking
You're
horseshit.
telling me
Quick,
you
McDonald's or Chipotle?
McDonald's.
Thank you.
Yeah, but are you telling me realistically in your life that you would take the College Dropout over My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy?
Yes.
Hypothetical, where the College Dropout somehow doesn't get killed in a car accident in the middle of the.
But it happened. It happened.
Yeah, hypothetically, you cannot take the College Dropout over My Beautiful Dark Twisted. There's no argument. You could say, "Oh, it's classics. I like the lyrics of it." He
College Dropout's my 4th favorite hip hop album of all time.
Yeah, we don't care.
You put a personal top 10. Is that like for the podcast, or is that?
No, I just like ranking things.
What's your top
Really?
three?
Well, let's
You want to hear my top 3?
Yeah.
No.
It's a Travis Scott album.
I do have Not my top. No, I don't.
What are your top three?
That-
I don't know.
No, I can't read.
Number 3, I have "Man on the Moon" by Kid Cudi.
Is that the first or second?
First one, no skips, all bangers,
Yeah, that's fair.
and emotion. It's like real music too. It's not just like stadium music. It's got a fucking story.
Keep going.
Okay, number 2, I got the Carter 3 by Lil Wayne.
I never listened to Carter 3, but Carter 5 goes hard. I'll give him
Carter
He
5.
just likes Mr. Clark. It's like his favorite song.
Who?
I do like Mr. Carter, but the Carter 3 is the timeless classic. And then number 1, I have "Taboo" by Denzel Curry.
Yeah, but J. Cole
To
clear.
be honest, I've never listened to
J-
that.
Most people haven't listened to it, but it's
J. Cole.
13 songs of just
Birds in the Trap, Sing McKnight.
Taboo is 13 songs of just musical
Travis
excellence.
Scott.
It's perfection in every fucking aspect. So yeah, those are the 3 albums I think are better than the College
But if you
Dropout.
put a
Rodeo.
Denzel Curry album as number 1, like, then clearly you're in the wrong here. Like, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy would have mopped the floor of the College Dropout. The Life of Pablo.
I had My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy as 7.
Quinn is the Kanye guy. I kind of think we have to believe in him.
You put Graduation under Acid Rap.
Yes, Acid Rap is fucking incredible.
You don't have Love is Rage too on there?
I don't. It just got recently kicked off because I got into Brockhampton. Brockhampton has Saturation 2, which is a banger.
All right.
So Love is Rage 2 is probably number 11.
So you guys heard it here. The Life of Pablo is the greatest.
Well, we actually voted for My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, so...
Who do you believe? The Casuals or Quinn?
Why? Don't say I'm...
I'm just saying. Anyway.
in the
Spitball
last 30 days, I've listened to 124 Kanye songs.
Congratulations.
I don't know, I'm a casual.
Can't listen to
Spitball time.
Alright.
J. Cole.
Alright,
Oh, are you hating on J. Cole?
who wants to...
How do you make
It's
this?
time for the Spitball Takes.
How do you make this?
Put it in your mouth and just stick it in the end, and then you
Put it in your mouth.
Yeah, put it in my
Put it in your
mouth.
mouth and blow.
Which end do I put it in?
Doesn't matter.
Alright.
Who wants to go
I'm not
first?
going first again. I've gone first like twice.
Nobody cares about you though. So.
Yeah, no, much.
Quinn goes first.
Yeah, Quentin can go
Hold
first.
up. No, you go first.
Craig, you want to go first?
Guess it's always
No,
first.
I have to think about what I'm gonna say.
Alright, I guess I'll go first then. I don't know if this is an incredibly hot take, but it makes up for last week when I made the hottest take to ever
Just
exist.
a wrong
What, you
take.
disagree with your take? What was it?
No, I
No,
still
he
agree.
said
I said
Bama
that
and
Bama and
Georgia
Georgia
are
will
missing
make
the
the
playoffs
playoffs
next
next year.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad.
No, it's hot.
There's no way Quinn makes like a good hot take.
Could happen. Alright, so my hot take for this week is that if the season were to end today, if the season were to end today, Igor Shesterkin deserves the Hart Trophy.
Listen.
Don't spit yet.
Listen.
Let me talk.
I'm a Rangers fan.
Let me
But
talk.
that is not happening.
I can't.
Greg, you want to walk back here before you...
Well, I can't figure it
In
out.
2015, Carey Price won the Hart Trophy with a 1.96 goals against average and a 933 save percentage. Igor right now has a 195 goals against average and a 941 save percentage. Both stats, Igor's better right now. The Rangers with Igor are 25, 6, and 3. Without him, they're 8, 9, and 2. That means he's single-handedly turned a mediocre team into a legitimate contender.
You hear that?
If that doesn't scream most valuable to you, I don't know what does. He plays the most important position in hockey.
Are you saying he's gonna win or he should win?
He deserves to win.
I agree with you.
Also,
I don't think he will win.
Also, in February, he played 8 games and had a 133 goals against average. If he keeps that up for the rest of the season, which he probably won't, but if he does, he might have the greatest goalie season of all time. That is my hot take. I don't even think it should be that hot. I think more people should agree.
I'll be honest, I threw my spitball, but you
Like I kind of.
I mean,
Well,
look,
you had the
2015, there was only one player in the league to crack 100 points,
yeah, like
which
as much
was,
as
which
he
was
deserves it, I don't
Patrick
think
Kane,
He's not going.
and
to
he
it.
only had 106. And like Jonathan Huberdeau is gonna have like 125 this season.
He's plus 250 right or 2,500 right now to win.
I think he deserves it. I think he has better stats than Price did in 2015.
Yeah, but
So.
there was again only one player in the league with over 100 points.
Yeah.
Rosati,
I
what you got?
as much as I want him to win, It's just not happening.
I didn't say he will win. I said he deserves it.
I think they do.
He plays the most important position in hockey. I think goalies should get it more.
I think they do it because they're like, oh, the original 6.
That is definitely not why.
That's why you.
That means nothing.
That is a terrible.
That's why Panarin came to your franchise, dude.
What does that have to do with
Dude,
this?
Or we play in New York?
Yeah. Okay. The Islanders also are in New York. Yeah, you hit Frank exactly.
Oh, that fucking hurt.
What was Quinn's hot take?
Quinn just
I just don't like that.
No, you go.
No, Quinn.
Nah, you go. I gotta get my.
I thought my hot take was pretty good.
I don't think it's. Like, I want to agree. I just don't think it's possible he's going to win.
You should agree that he deserves it. I didn't say he'll win it.
He deserves more talk than he's getting right now.
Alright.
Go.
Here's my hot take. I think for careers, I think Zach Wilson is going to have a better career than Trevor Lawrence.
But he just took my hot take from 2 weeks ago
Wait, really?
and changed it.
Okay, no. How about this? I think Zach Wilson has top 8 quarterback potential.
Quinn, you want to hear what my hot take from 2 weeks ago was? I think Justin Fields is the best quarterback from that draft class.
Really?
That was my hot take from 2 weeks ago.
I can't spit.
It's alright.
I want to hear your argument before I spit you into the
I'm
abyss.
just saying, some of the stuff that Zach Wilson does, you can't teach.
Oh, it looks like Patrick Mahomes,
Having a great arm that can throw downfield, you can't teach that. Being able to throw.
Plenty of quarterbacks that have that.
You can't teach.
You spit
Yeah, but he could. He has like a top 5. He has like a top 7 arm talent in the league. He has top 7 arm talent.
I'd say Trevor and Fields have better arm talent.
You're telling me Trevor Lawrence?
Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert.
Well, just from that draft class, Trevor and Fields have better arm talent than he does. Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think.
Fields throws missiles.
Trevor. Okay, look, they could throw hard, but can they make off-platform throws like Zach Wilson? They cannot. Maybe Trevor Lawrence can make like intermediate throws, but
right next, because that's not everything. Arm talent isn't everything.
No, yeah, he does the things you can't teach. He has arm talent. He's developed every game at the end of the season. If you watch Jets football willingly, then God bless you, because
I actually do.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
He took steps each game, and like for example, people were like, oh, he didn't score enough touchdowns against the Texans when they won. He was more of a game manager. He came back with 3 touchdowns against the Eagles. Then they're like, man, he constantly throws picks. He ended the last 3 games without a pick. He was about to beat the Buccaneers, and then
Taylor Heineke beat the Buccaneers.
Okay. The football team has a much better defense.
Commanders.
Yeah. The Commanders. Rip the football team. The Commanders have a much better defense than. No offense, Elijah Riley, because I know you're watching this. Than Elijah Riley, practice squad safety, trying to make the game-winning swat on wherever that is. What I'm trying to say here is Zach Wilson is about to beat the Bucs. That is a huge win. And then his team only lost to like the Bills with like out anyone by like.
With like out anyone.
Like 3 or 7. They were missing Braxton Berrios. They're missing Corey.
Certified weapon.
They're missing
certified elite wide receiver.
They were missing Berrios. They were missing Moore. They were missing Michael Carter. They were missing Corey Davis. They were missing a tight end all
You still haven't convinced me that he's top 8 material.
So what I'm saying is, if you look at what he's done this year,
it's terrible.
If you look at what he's done this year with barely anything at him, and then you also take the fact that he does the things you can't teach, like arm talent and just getting better at a specific thing each game. The coaches told him, we need you to start running more. It's like, that's a challenge to you. That game, he busted off a 72-yard run.
You know what the coaches told him? You were in the locker room.
They said, Zach Wilson said post-game, he was like, yeah, LaFleur was telling me. Well, that's what I'm trying to say here. I think Zach Wilson, he's getting better each game. You tell him what he has to get better at, he's going to get better at it. And he has the arm talent there. And his footwork, which looked terrible at the start of the season, started getting better towards the end of the season. I'm telling you right now, he's going to develop into a top 8 quarterback, and you're going to see the New York Jets in meaningful games soon.
It's just never going to happen.
I really don't see that happening, to be honest.
Okay, Daniel Jones. Well, what's your hot take?
Giants are awful.
Yeah, let's hear your hot take.
Yeah, let's hear your hot take.
I don't like. Okay, it's a hot take for me and Greg. I don't know if you guys know enough about baseball.
I want to hear it.
Byron Buxton, top 3 in MVP voting this year. Got a breakout year. Last year, only played.
Did he get injured?
If he stays healthy. Last year, played 61 games, hit 19 home runs, had 32 RBIs, and was hitting 306. Take that, just multiply it by 2. Say he plays 120 games. He has on pace for 40 home runs. If he can stay healthy for most of the year, I think he hits at least 38 home runs. He's also won a Gold Glove, He's one of the best outfitters in the league. He's one of the fastest players in the league. He's an electric player. The only reason I think he doesn't win MVP is because I don't think the Twins are going to make the playoffs. And unless your name's Mike Trout.
Are you saying top 3 in AL MVP voting or just top 3 player in the league?
AL MVP voting.
Look, I don't know baseball, but that sounds like some good stats right there.
And unless your name's Mike Trout, you're not winning MVP if you
gotta clap
don't
for
make the
him for the
playoffs,
show.
in my opinion.
Well, was he gonna before he got hurt last year? Was he like?
He had 19 home runs in his 61 games. He's hitting 309. He's a good defender. In 2020, in the 60-game season, he played 39 of the games. He only had 13 home runs, but he finished 16th in MVP.
The only problem is the AL is so good.
MVP though, like it's different.
Know,
they have good teams.
You have to imagine Shohei and Vlad are going to be there again.
Maybe top 5. But still, he finished 16th in 2020 in the shortened season. He didn't play that full season. He added power to his game last year. He's still one of the fastest, best defenders in the league. I think he can make it. He can have a breakout year.
I'm going to spit you for one reason. It's just he's just not as he's not talked about in that superstar conversation like some of the other guys.
That's a hot take.
He will be.
So I think he will be after this year.
All right.
I gotta get.
I don't value your opinion as
The
baseball
captain.
casual. Greg didn't spit me, and Greg knows the most about baseball.
Greg, what's here?
CJ Stroud deserved the Heisman this year.
He deserved it this year.
Yeah. So in
No, he
2
didn't.
less games,
Who won it
he
this
had
year?
400.
Bryce Young.
In 2 less games, he had 400 less yards, 4 less touchdowns, and 1 less interception. So if he played those other 2 games,
Did
he
he?
obviously it's not his fault. His defense is Swiss cheese.
Bryce Young lost to Michigan. No one who loses to Michigan can be a Heisman.
Bryce Young lost
said-
Michigan.
No, CJ Stroud lost to Michigan. Fuck.
I mean, in both of their rivalry games, Bryce Young scored 10 points in the 4 quarters against his rivalry team. CJ Stroud scored 28 points in the 4 quarters.
Bryce Young.
When your defense,
Bryce Young
when your
took his
defense
team to
lets
the
up,
playoff.
when your defense lets up 49
Bryce Young
points,
did beat the national champions the first time they played.
Quinn just tried to spit the spitball. Nothing came out.
I would have given it, as a Michigan fan, I would have given it to Hutchinson over Stroud.
That's just incorrect.
While Hutchinson beat Stroud, sacked him 3 times in that game.
How is sacking him gonna make him a better player?
So all I'm hearing is I had the best hot take this week.
What was yours?
Byron Buxton's going to be top 3.
I mean, what was yours, Frank?
Igor Shesterkin's just the heart.
Well, you don't know about Byron
I don't-
Buxton.
I-
You're just
I don't.
retarded. You're not.
I will say you're making one before the season. I think he's making his like in the middle of the season. I think your take makes sense because you're taking a risk here. That's why it's a hot take because we don't know.
Hey, that's what I did last week, and I got
Yours wasn't a risk.
Violently-
It's just like we're wrong.
What was it?
Yeah, but you don't want
That Bama,
Yeah,
Georgia.
but then you lose your credibility of being a.
Hey, it was hot, dude. It was a hot take.
Definitely was something.
That was just an extra one for last week.
Let's not forget here, guys. This Saturday, or maybe today, depending on when you're watching this, Jorge Masvidal is taking on Colby Covington, and he's going to.
It's the other way
Lord,
around. Colby Covington's
Alright,
taking on Jorge Masvidal.
The episode's over. You can stop talking now.
The episode just ended.
Thank you for coming.
There's no outro.
Thanks for coming on.
We'll do the outro after you walk out the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. This is going to do it for this episode of Spitballs. We enjoy your view. See ya.
See you next time.